Champions League madness to Premier League crunch time. Liverpool's crisis deepens with their ninth loss in 12 games after a 4-1 hammering by PSV. That's with having the world's greatest defender, Virgil van Dijk, in their lineup. Anyway, that's just the beginning. Matchday 13 brings us Palace waiting in the wings to probably hammer United, who were absolutely abysmal. Ajay, it was your fault. You shouldn't have gone to Old Trafford. And the London clubs, oh my God, what the hell happened to them? Chelsea absolutely hammered Barcelona. And Rohit, I've got to take my hat off to your Arsenal. I did not see that coming, but a 3-1 win at home to Bayern Munich, who are probably the most informed team in Europe. Anyway, let's crack on because it's going to be a really interesting week. So let's get ready to preview Matchday 13. So welcome back to Two Halves, Two Innings Football. This episode is sponsored by Davis Optometrists. So where do we start? We haven't got Dheeraj on the podcast, so let's talk about Liverpool, I'd say, and how abysmal they were in the Champions League.
I saw a tweet this morning saying on September 20th, Liverpool had 15 points in Premier League, and 26th of November, they have 18. So they only got three more points. I don't know if it's true or not. Guys, if you know, please tell us in the comments. Is it true? From September to now, they only gained 3 points in the league. That is unheard of. Any champions I've seen so far in my time here, I can't believe I've ever seen. Maybe Chelsea, maybe when under Mourinho's second season, but I think they were still better than this.
Nah, there was a time.
There was a time. I don't remember it. Maybe you guys remember it.
United, when Manchester United won the league last with Sir Alex Ferguson, David Moyes came in.
But
we were awful.
But that because of a change of a manager, we can talk about it. Yeah, but this one is the same manager, same players, apart from 2 players. So it's unheard of, unseen. I mean, what's going on actually, Ajay? You close to our north side of England. You tell us what's going on. And your mate, and our one of our hosts, Dheeraj, he's not here yet. He can't answer. You are the closest to him. Tell us what's happening. How he's feeling, by the way. You need to tell us how he's feeling.
Well, he made the foolish mistake of going to that game against PSV. So
he was there as well.
I think,
Dheeraj, what have you done, mate? What have you done?
I wonder at what time did they decide to walk out after? Was it the 3rd goal or the 4th goal? But listen, honestly, this has been the funniest week. I mean, I couldn't even watch the game yesterday. I was tuning into Rohit's live stream and trying to make Bayern Munich try to conjure up some magic.
Yeah, you two were pushing.
But I went to play some paddle. I was like, let me just stay away from the Champions League. I thought, you know what, Liverpool have got this in the bag. This is going to be a routine win. It's PSV Eindhoven. Slot knows the Dutch league. He's won it there. He should be able to beat this team. So I'm there enjoying my paddle game. And then afterwards, we finish up about 10 o'clock and the boys come up to me and say, oh, listen, have you checked out the Liverpool score? I'm like, no, I'm sure they must have won 3-4-0. I look at my phone. It says 4-1. Okay, yeah, Liverpool have done well. Hang on a minute. It's 4-1 to the other team. Literally, I couldn't. 4-1, and I was like, oh my God, this can't get any worse. And then I thought, Mick McCarthy, it can get worse. Literally. Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm disappointed, Ajay. You're a TikTok sensation with your viral videos. I was hoping that you're going to do another one of your laughter, but no.
Yeah, I mean, I had to drive back half an hour from, to get from paddle. But so I thought, you know what, I better be safe. No recording whilst driving. So otherwise, I could not contain myself. I could not contain myself. I mean, 9 losses out of 12. This is in like relegation form. Aston Villa. We give Aston Villa a little bit of credit because that was the only win Slot had in the Premier League in that run. But you know what? May Slot continue. People are asking for his head. A lot of Liverpool fans have been on TalkSport saying, Slot out, get Slot out. Leave him in there. Leave the Bajada in there. He's given us all the material and all the absolute hilarious laughs that all these United fans have been craving, as well as Arsenal fans.
Yeah. So, boys, Dheeraj is in the waiting room. He wants to come back because since he's been out, Liverpool are losing. So he's like, I want to come back. I want to have a discussion again.
We've told him.
Yeah, we should tell him.
I was saying to a few Liverpool fans, like, listen, come on the podcast. Let's get it out there. Let's know what your true feelings are towards Slot. But honestly, guys, this has been incredible. I mean, I've probably not seen in recent history a bigger drop off than this. I mean, okay, if you look at Chelsea, Ancelotti won the league and then performed terrible, got sacked the next season. Conte won the league and then got sacked in the next season. Ranieri won.
But that's Chelsea's
Leicester.
model, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Chelsea. But look at even Leicester. I mean, you would have thought Claudio Ranieri would have been, immortalized in Leicester
Chelsea,
Stadium. But then he got sacked.
Yeah, but if you see, Leicester did not spend 100 million on 2 players each, right? 200 million on 2 players. After that, Chelsea, I don't think they spend 100 million on one player, then 100 million on another player in the same window.
And 60 million on Etiquette, so they spent nearly 300 million.
No, Etiquette was 100 something.
No, he was
59. Wirtz was 100 and something.
Was 100,
and
yeah.
And what's his name? Isak was 125.
Yeah.
So yeah. Listen, regardless of the individual fees, they've spent nearly half a billion.
Etiquette is 95 million euros, so that's nearly 90 million.
At the end of the day, all we can say is that they've nearly spent 500 million, £500 million this summer, and they've gone backwards. That club is broken. That club is on its knees. Slot has, I don't know what more excuses that he can come up with, but the fans are starting to turn on him. But you know what? I think Slot should stay. I think he should stay for the full season. I think, he deserves that time. And he should be able to try and fix this because we're enjoying the ride right now. But guys, I need to tell you.
Well,
going from, obviously, Amit, you have been in high praises of Arne Slot. He took over of Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp and he won the league in the first year. Okay, so he's got credit in the bank. But the main question, and I think the main criticism that a lot of people are going to say is, that wasn't his team. That
was nearly perfect anyway. So he didn't really have to tweak much. This was the season that we're going to find out who the real Arne Slot is. And has he been exposed? Is he a Ten Hag in disguise?
I mean, this has gone from a Premier League manager who's won it in his first season, and now this is his real test. And we talked about this at the beginning of the podcast, at the beginning of the season. We were going to find out who the real Arne Slot is. And do you think that he's got enough time to last the full season?
I think he's got credit in the bank. I mean, to be fair, I don't really care if it's the honest answer because, as you said, it's hilarious. We were ridiculed for our ex-Dutch manager, and rightly so, to be fair, Erik ten Hag. But he did deliver 2 trophies in 2 years. 2 years. So obviously they weren't big trophies, but he did. I don't think Liverpool are in crisis, if I'm honest, Ajay. The reason being is that the structure behind the club is still strong, but there's no changes behind the club. On paper, it appears that structure is still there. So the issues seem to be on the pitch. So I don't think it's going to have to be a massive cultural reset, which unfortunately United are still trying to do, 10, 11 years after Sir Alex has left. So I think it is just an issue. I mean, the rumours are flying at the moment that Xabi Alonso is going to be coming to Liverpool to take over from Arne Slot because Alonso's allegedly got a very fractious relationship with Vinny Jr. And Vinny Jr. says he's not going to allegedly sign his a new contract with Real unless Alonso leaves.
But this is what happens. This is what happens. When a manager who does well in like other teams who don't have that expectations, and then manager goes to a club which has loads more of expectation, very high expectations, and they don't perform well. They can't handle that pressure sometime. You can see with Emery as well. You can see with Xabi. Maybe Xabi Alonso, maybe he will come out good because that's his test now. If he can handle that pressure at Real Madrid, maybe he can, right? The time will tell. But Slot as well now. I think that's Ajay. I'm with you on this. This season will define him, how good the manager he is, basically.
Yeah.
But I'm always thinking, boys, tell me, because I support Arsenal and you both support United. If it was the other way around, if one of our managers going through this, media will be all over them. And for Slot, nothing is coming out, basically.
Listen, Jose Mourinho didn't even have this bad of a run before he got sacked. Like, to be fair, this is sackable territory.
It is.
If Arteta,
No,
if
I mean,
Arteta
it is.
only,
We lost
listen,
3
only Man
games.
City-
We lost 3
only-
games. I remember. Ajay, if you remember his first proper season, we lost three games on trot in the first 3 games of season, and they were saying Arteta out.
Yeah, listen, it only takes United 4 losses in a row, and then they're gone. Ollie was gone after the Watford game, and I think we only lost like 2-3 games before that. But never have we gone 9 out of 12. That's ridiculous. But Ajay,
the difference is though, out of the examples that you're both using there, personally, I don't think they're good examples because Arteta didn't win a league the season before.
No, but he won the FA Cup.
Yeah, but it's not the same though.
But that you can't say that's not the same. But
it's not. FA Cup is not the same. FA Cup does not have the same gravitas as a league. That's the reality.
I know it doesn't, but it doesn't. It doesn't stop other clubs to. If Leicester can sack Ranieri, why can't Liverpool?
Yeah.
Well, they can, but I mean, I think they've got to give him at least to the end of the season. I mean, again, genuinely, I don't really care, but I think it's, as I said, as from the outside, it's quite fun. But I don't think Liverpool are that kind of club that are just going to be willy-nilly firing managers left, right, and centre. And at the end of the day, if I was a club at if I was a Liverpool fan at this moment in time, for me, he would have credit in the bank because of the Premier League last season. Remember, it was. I know what people say, it was Klopp's team, but you've also got to remember Klopp did not win the league in his last season. So Slot
but that's luck. That was luck because City was so good.
You can't say that. Look,
no, I mean you have to bring luck in it, right? You can't.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Amit. I don't agree with you because luck does play a part. Luck does play a part. You can't win a league without any luck. Like what happened with City and Newcastle game last weekend. City should have got a penalty. If they had got a penalty, they would have won the game. But those games can define the season, can define winning the league or not winning the league. So that's proper luck.
Rohit, Liverpool
that's
won the
proper
league
luck.
by May. Arne Slot was on the beach in Ibiza or Spain or wherever.
Yeah, I know, but why he won it? Because they were lucky in that season, last season. Look at how many red cards Arsenal got and how many wrong decisions Arsenal had got. No way. That's the excuse. No.
It's not. I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry, Amit. No.
Joint number of red cards in Premier League.
Handbags.
Yeah. Because those red cards were never given before. They will never given again. Trust me. Those red cards. Which red cards were given to us. The penalties against Brighton. We were winning 1-0. The penalty against Brighton when Saliba and Pedro went for the ball, and then referee gave a penalty. Come on. That will never given again. No, that will never given again.
No, but we're talking about red cards. What's that penalty?
Red card as well. Those red cards were never given again. Look at what happened with.
Okay, that's one red card out of 100 plus red cards. So what about the other 100 plus?
I don't agree. You need luck to win the league. You need luck. You need that decisions go for you in the league. That's why you can win the league as well. Obviously, you have to play well, but you need a certain bit of luck as well. Remember, if you remember, Rodri's handball against Everton, it was a proper handball. It was a penalty. It's no given. And they won by 2 points. They won by 2 points that league that year.
Yeah, but Liverpool didn't win the league by 2 points though. On the law.
No, I'm talking about the luck factor, mate. I'm talking about the luck factor to win the leagues as well. You need a luck factor.
Okay, but then so then what you need to do is you're making statements without any foundation. So you should.
No, I'm giving you the facts. I'm giving you that facts with saying yes.
How many points would Liverpool have not won last year if it wasn't for luck? Then that's what you need to go back and have a look at. So at the 38 games they played in the Premier League, okay, how many of them games or how many of their wins or draws were they lucky? And then when you come back with me with the data regarding that, then I'll say, okay,
it's not luck only on their games. The luck happens on other games as well. The rivals, how are they losing the points? Imagine Doku's. If you remember Doku's red card, he should have been red card or McAllister. If you remember that game in Klopp's season, it should have been a penalty. Should have been a red card and penalty. That's luck. They didn't get it, and they lost the league again for 3 points.
Yeah. Okay, then if you think about our cricket with our cricket hats on, then so that means India, that if they had won the toss the last 14 or whatever times they've lost the toss, then they would have won the game.
Yeah, it's luck as well. Look at South Africa. If we have won the toss, India would have batted first in the first game, in the first Test match. They would have batted. So I know. Always believe luck plays a part, guys. I don't agree with you, Amit. Here, luck does play the part to win you the league. Otherwise,
what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and microwave some popcorn. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Why don't we get a pundit, in every single football club and get them to wear all various rings and all that stuff.
No, you know that this is not what we are talking about, Amit. Now you're going in a different direction. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about that to win the league for 38 games, you need luck here and there. Sometimes you get a penalty and you get lucky. Sometimes they don't give you the penalty and you get lucky. Sometimes, like even last North London derby, that goal is scored. Sometimes it was given as offside because two players were in front of the goalkeeper. And some games it's not been given. And it's luck.
So Arsenal win the league this year. Are you going to say they were brilliant?
Yeah, I would say there is certain luck involved. For any league titles, you need certain luck involved. I'm not saying 100%. I'm saying 5 to 10%. And I've been crying for luck. Hey, God, give us some luck, man, so that we can get some decisions right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Listen, I think let me try and bring some normality into this. I mean, I agree with both of your points and kind of bringing it back to Amit with the coin tossing in terms of India's fortunes. I mean, in the Cricket World Cup 2023, had we have won that toss against Australia, that result in the final would have gone totally.
Would have been different. Exactly.
We would not have batted first.
Yeah.
But the thing is, these are fine margins in football. At the end of the day, like you said, with VAR, referee decisions, Van Dijk's header could have stood against with Man City, and that could have changed the tide. Arsenal winning games in the weekend, and then Liverpool, United, City losing. These are type of kind of weekends that Arsenal need in order to bridge the gap, in order to make everything, to extend the gap at the top of the league. What I would say with Arne Slot last season was Man City had a huge drop-off. I would never have seen a Man City team under Pep Guardiola going 9 games loss in a row, within
but they lost their key midfielder.
Yeah, but still.
So unlucky, isn't it?
Unlucky.
So unlucky
for Man City. So
unlucky.
It's unlucky
because if you got a talisman of a player, and it's the same thing with Virgil van Dijk when he got injured.
Saliba got injured when Everton,
he got injured, and that was Liverpool's season done. And these are things where it's okay.
Yeah.
With football, you need like Rohit said, you need a bit of luck because you need other teams to drop off. Liverpool did not have a title contender in Arsenal or Man City pushing them all the way to the 37th game. Do you think Arne Slot then would have gone to IB for? And probably most of these problems had started, if you ask a lot of Liverpool fans, when he took that break. He took the foot off the pedal and he set a bad precedent for the team, a bit of a lazy precedent.
Yeah, but you've also got
guys. Look how bad his 2025 record is. It's worse than Ruben Amorim. He's lost more games than Ruben Amorim.
But you got to remember one thing.
Where's the Gary Neville and the Jamie Carragher interview now for Arne Slot, like they did against Eric Ten Hag? Where's the kind of crisis talk there? United are always in a crisis every 3-4 months, and Liverpool got 2 months without winning 1 or 2 games.
We sell stories, don't we? But one thing I will say is that we can't underestimate. And I'm not using this as an excuse. The sad death of Diego Jota. We don't understand how that's playing on the player's mind. Now you can say all you want about the professionals, and obviously I'm sure they've got great mental health support and stuff like that. I'm not using this as an excuse, by the way, but we just don't know, do we? And finally, I'm going to say, all three of us are very spiritual, okay? And ultimately, as we say in Punjabi Hindi, that if it's not in your kismet, you're not going to win something. If it's not in your destiny, you're not going to win something now. So destiny's going to play its course. Now, whatever the reason is, whether it's someone gets injured or there's a wrong decision being made, that's destiny's play. You can't have anything more in this life that you're not supposed to have. That's simple.
So you're believing now, you're agreeing that luck plays a part.
No, it's not luck though, it's destiny. If
it is luck, isn't it? Then it is luck.
It's not luck though, because if you're not destined to win something, there's going to be a course of events that are going to stop you from winning it. So
Yeah,
you
that's the
can't say,
luck,
"I've
isn't
been
it? That's your
unlucky or
kismet.
been-"
That's
I
your
don't-
kismet. That's
I
luck.
don't think that's luck though. Let's stop this because I think Rohit and I are going to be handbags all evening.
Oh my
So
God,
viewers,
honestly, I've never seen you two
please-
fired up this much.
please drop your comments. Do you think Arne Slot was lucky, or do you think it was great leadership? Do you agree with me?
Well, I am saying it was hard work. It was his tactics plus the luck factor.
Okay, well, I think he was good management. But anyway, we're moving on.
What I'm going to say is, what I'll say just finally is, fair enough, he's a great manager. He won the league with a very undisturbed team. They're probably one of the best teams in England last season. But what I would say that he's done wrong, and maybe it's not all his fault, was I think there was a window for Trent to have stayed, but then obviously his heart was going to Real Madrid. Maybe with more pressure, he should have kept him. Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and other signings that went, like Harvey Elliott, the core of the team that did win it last season, he let them go and didn't replace them properly. Cody Gakpo's not been playing well. Mohamed Salah's not been playing well. Van Dijk's not been playing well. And he's bought in 5 players for an extortionate amount of money, and they're doing worse. So for me, from a business perspective, that for me is a terrible decision that he's made in that respect. Not recruited a centre back and spent money on Isak when they didn't need to, because they already had a great player in Etikite. So that would be my take on it.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys heard
other than
Curtis Jones. Sorry, Amit. I don't know if you guys heard Curtis Jones' interview after the defeat last night. He was very open. He shared his feeling. He said, "We are not tackling. We are not doing this. So we just playing easy." I don't know the exact thing, but if you guys want to watch it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. He came. I think it was against. He gave it to CBS. I think. Is it CBS? I think the network. I don't know, but
the one with
CBS
with the
Kate. Yeah.
Kate. Yeah. So he was again. A lot of people are saying he should have said this in the dressing room, not out there towards in the media. So he was really open. He was saying, "We're not tackling, we are not smashing." The opposition used to come here and have a fear that we're playing against this team and against these fans, and then we are not doing anything. Everyone is enjoying.
Fans will be able to see that anyway.
No, I'm just saying about the players. He said we're not tackling, we're not smashing them, we're not winning our duels. We're just playing easy. We are not focused. He actually was very open last night. You should definitely watch it, guys.
Yeah, but the thing is, my question would be is that the players' fault or is that the manager's fault? Because the manager should be telling the players, look, you need to be going for these 50-50s. You need to be winning the header. Van Dijk, you need to keep your arm down. Kanate, you need to be a bit more tactically aware. The thing is, this all falls on the manager at the end of the day. You can't just take 11
but if the players have down tools
and just totally change them.
We don't know if the players have down tools. We don't. I mean, we're making big assumptions now. Is it the manager or is it the players who's lost the dressing room? So we don't know. Anyway, let's move on because we've spent far too much time on Liverpool. I think, although it's been great.
Yeah.
So
but I think it's a good discussion. Yeah.
Ajay, we'll carry on another day, Rohit. Ajay, apart from
if we get lucky,
or unlucky.
That's the title of this video, man. It's going to be.
Ajay, so apart from being shocked about Rohit and I having handbags at 2 paces, little bit of a banter fight, so to speak, which midweek Champions League result shocked you, taking away Liverpool? So were you more shocked with Arsenal's result or Chelsea's?
I wasn't shocked at Arsenal's. I generally feel like they're cooking something incredible this season. 3-1, and obviously they're at home. And I thought, you know what, they've got that set piece goal in them. And I thought maybe I've not seen too much of Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga defending set pieces, but you know what, it came into fruition. But that Martinelli goal to take it around Neuer, I thought that was incredible.
That was incredible. I loved it.
And the best thing about Arteta, which you can be more happy about, was the substitutions make the difference. Madueke, Martinelli, and obviously Calafiori doing the bits. That first cross that Calafiori did to Madueke. Fantastic. Lewis Skelly's going to have to learn how to do that as well. But I think the most interesting result probably would have to be Tottenham and PSG 5-3.
Oh, what a game!
That was
I couldn't.
What a goal fest!
It's
What a
like-
goal fest! And I thought Tottenham actually played really well. You know,
Yeah,
to
actually,
get the
yeah.
first- to get
I've
the
heard
lead,
afterwards.
to get the lead.
Yes.
But PSG
It's a repeat
just
of the
absolutely-
The Super Cup.
I think
Yeah.
the Super Cup, wasn't it?
Super Cup, yes.
Because
Yeah, it was a
Tottenham
repeat.
were leading that, and then again,
Yeah.
that was a bit of a goal fest as well. So
Yeah. Well, originally I thought
But fair
PSG
play
was just
to
going to
them.
absolutely thrash them. Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised they got 3 goals, to be fair. But that I think PSG are just always a great attacking spirit. But obviously, going back to our friend Alex from from Tottenham as well, I think he did say mentioned about Romero being the Rolls Royce. He's an engine, but mate, it looked more like an Alfa Romeo Mito instead. He had a shocker that game, and
or maybe he
Alex,
needs his MOT doing.
It needs his MOT, yeah. So just let us know, Alex, what you thought about Romero and if he's still a Rolls Royce. But yeah, that was an interesting. But I thought, it was a great Champions League day. I think Man City losing as well. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was shocking for me
Making
as well.
10 changes.
Yeah.
That was and
But
then
they
obviously
made so
having to
many
bring on
changes.
Haaland.
Yeah.
And then Marseille beating Newcastle. So it was a
The
very
mistakes
bad
for the goalie though.
No, but it was a very bad, I'd say, fixture week for English teams, bar Arsenal. So, it's something that
Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea. I watched Chelsea game as well.
And obviously, Chelsea,
and because that was on
Barcelona game,
Tuesday.
that was fantastic.
Chelsea were amazing. Trust me, that they are a threat this year. They are.
I think
proper
it's
threat.
going to be Arsenal Chelsea.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome game this weekend. Yeah.
So Rohit, I had a Teams call, but in between my Teams call, every time I kind of jumped onto your channel.
Live stream.
So what's the name of your channel again? Yeah, your live stream. Sorry,
it's in Hindi, guys. Called Hindi Gunnar. The Hindi Gunnar.
That's it.
Check it out.
Please do watch it because
guys.
his dancing is absolutely awful.
I couldn't dance.
And
I couldn't dance anymore.
Rohit was in his younger days. Rohit was a brilliant dancer, but he's become a dad dancer now. It's shocking. And every time I put him on, they scored. So they scored the second goal.
Do that again this weekend. Do that again this weekend.
So after Martinelli scored, I just turned it off. I said, "Hang on, that's twice now. I've put it on, and then you scored. So I ain't gonna do that."
No. I think it was amazing. I was quite surprised by the post-match comments coming from Kimmich and their team, Bayern Munich, and their manager and company. I mean, Kimmich said Arsenal were difficult. PSG was a proper football game. Arsenal were difficult to beat. I mean, they wanted to. They played for fouls. They were winning the duels. They were playing long balls. And when I checked the record, the stats, they did actually more long balls than Arsenal did. It was.
It's perception, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And they're saying set pieces. And guys, you won the last 18 games. No one challenged you, and a team challenged you. Throwing your toys out of a pram. A company said, "Oh yeah, they were difficult. Yeah, it was brilliant. I can't wait to play them again." I mean,
but do you know what the real reason why you won, Rohit? Shall I tell you?
Yeah. Luck.
Because not luck. Listen, I've left that conversation, so why you keep going back to it for?
I'm done. I'm done, boys. I'm off.
I'm loving you today. No, I'm just saying.
I'm off.
I thought that's what you're gonna say.
I've actually left that conversation.
I thought you were gonna say this, that because you won because of
the cage. No, I was actually going to say that the reason why you won that game was because an ex-Spurs player was leading the line for Bayern Munich. So obviously, you know what happens when an ex-Spurs player, when anyone related with Spurs comes to Highbury or Emirates, it's like Emirates is like the kryptonite. They lose all their superpowers.
No, but Harry Kane never played that bad. Actually, Harry Kane always scored against her. That was the first time
he has actually,
in Harry Kane's career that he had 0 shot on target at Emirates.
Wow.
First game ever.
Well, that's credit to you. Credit to your boys.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's
credit to the boys.
Brilliant coaching. Yeah, brilliant coaching. But you got, and at the end of the day, you're top of the league, top of the Premier League, and I know we're going to come to the week
and Champions League as well.
Preview,
and top of the Champions League.
Week 13, and you're top of the Champions League by 3 points as well.
Yeah,
so but at the end of the day, you are doing
it doesn't matter though, does it?
Matter.
What matters is the league at the end, isn't it? Winning the league and winning the Champions League. The trophies. I know, but then again, or FA Cup, or any trophy is good, guys. Any trophy is good. FA Cup lets you play a charity shield game. You can still win charity.
What me and Amit just need to know,
community.
If you do win the Premier League,
are
you going to treat us to a mixed grill at Soho Tavern?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
And if you win the double, are you going to take us abroad? Safe. Where are you going to take us?
That I need to see. But I can take you to the Arsenal game.
Wouldn't mind
Okay.
that, to be fair.
Yeah,
No,
no.
that's not too
Actually,
bad.
it would be nice. It would be nice to see
Yeah.
Emirates. Actually, it is a beautiful
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah, I
So
think
let's-
it was a good
let's,
game.
get-
It was a good game.
Let's get cracking on to previewing match day 13 then. So I'm going to start off with Manchester United because we haven't spoke. We've been 30 minutes in. We've not spoken about Manchester United. So Ajay, I know you at the game on Monday. Monday night. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm not going to say nothing. But we're facing a Palace team, informed Palace team, a very well managed Palace team. You know. So what's your aspirations, hopes for the weekend's game?
Oh, honestly, it's one of those annoying times, isn't it? It's a Sunday, 12 o'clock. And if it ain't a Saturday 12:30, it's a Sunday 12 o'clock. These are the ones that are always going to hurt us. I just don't think United wake up, early enough to get ready. But the only thing I'll say is that Palace are playing right now, and they're away in Europe. So I'm hoping that they'll be a little bit fatigued and also a bit tired. So we might be able to sneak something, but I don't know. The Palace look really dangerous. I mean, they've 3-0 Liverpool in the Carabao Cup game. What's not to say that they're going to 3-0 us? I just hope that Amorim learns his mistakes from Everton and puts out a good squad. But we're really missing a firing front three. And Mbeumo's obviously been good, but we miss Cunha. I hope Cunha's going to be playing. But you know what? You kind of miss a target man like Sesko. So him being out is a huge loss for us, I think. And Joshua he tried his best. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're at a game, obviously you see the game differently compared to when you're on television, because when you're watching the game on television, all you see is the kind of the action. But when you watch a game live, you get to see everything. So what? I don't think there was much to be impressed about on Monday, from what I could see. But was there anything that you was impressed about whilst watching Manchester United live?
Oh no, unfortunately, there was nothing to impress me. We weren't pushing Everton. We pushed them back, but that just played in Everton's favour. Unfortunately, this 3-4-3 system for Amorim doesn't really work against teams that are playing a low block or kind of sitting behind the ball. It made it very easy for Everton because a lot of our crosses were going to the first defender anyway. So Keane had a very easy time. Tarkowski had a very easy time. It wasn't really difficult for these players, and we made no runs in behind the defender, and none of our defenders, or even Bruno or Casemiro, were brave enough to kind of make any lobbed through passes at all, or like any chips. Nothing like that. We were squeezing Everton, but it was almost just like trying to hammer a nail with a chocolate hammer. We weren't getting anywhere. It was very flat. It was.
Aren't Crystal Palace going to be playing similar to Everton?
Yeah, but I think the only thing that I would say is with Palace, because they're at home, we will play better when the teams are coming towards us. When the team is, we can kind of play like a counter-attacking kind of system, which will benefit, Man United's 3-4-3. So obviously Palace will defend with a back five. We're going to defend also with the back five. So there are two very similar systems. It just depends on maybe a moment of magic, maybe from Bruno, maybe from Ahmad, that might win it for us. But also it could be the pressure from Mateta, the pressure from the midfield of Palace that are going to overrun us, and we could be absolutely annihilated 3-0. So I have no idea where this is going to go. It is a very difficult game to predict.
Rohit, anything to add?
Yeah, I think Crystal Palace are too strong at home at the moment, and they are in form as well. I know they're playing tonight. Now I think they're playing now, but they have got used to it now, because looking at their form, they're actually playing well as well. And you play a lot of teams who actually played in Europe and still didn't do well, like Spurs. Against Spurs, they played in Champions League. You literally drew the game last minute. Right at the end of the game as well. So I think because now teams are used to it, they will be more fitter as well. Because they've been playing, and because of I know we do say having a rest for full week, but actually sometimes it can hinder the players. They can come out of their mental state. They're too free. They're not into proper game zone every day. Too relaxed, not focused. Sometimes it can backfire, but sometimes it can, like Chelsea did, right? They played well in that season, and we did well as well when we were out of Europa. But looking at where United are, Ajay, like you mentioned, 3-4-3, but he didn't change his system, even though when Everton were 10 men, one down.
Oh,
He just kept those
ridiculous.
three defenders. There was no point.
Placing one striker.
Placing one striker, exactly. Move to 4-2-2 or something. 4-4-2.
But you know the problem. But you know the problem is, and I'll give Amorim a little bit of slack, is that our substitution bench was terrible. I mean, bar Mainu, there was no and Mount. There was no attacking prowess in that substitution list. You know, we're missing like Chibo. Even like the young talent, they could have maybe got some youth academy striker to come in.
Yeah, I know they bought from Arsenal. Yeah.
Obi Chibo
and Hayden.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So these
haven't
he's a defender. But this is the thing is like with that kind of closed in Everton 10-man kind of behind the ball. Luke Shaw didn't make any kind of overlaps and not helping out Dogu or helping Dallo. They just looked really scared to provide service into the box, and even when they did, the crosses were overhit or they were hitting the first man. It just wasn't good enough, honestly. And it was just a bad day at the office.
Bad day.
So I'm hoping that Palace coming.
Was it just a bad day at the office?
But
do you actually believe that?
Guys, do you know what that reminded? What are you guys talking about, Ajay? That reminded me Emery's time at Arsenal. Literally.
Just every day is a bad day at the office.
Yeah, every day was different. We had one game. I remember Watford had 20 shots against us. 20 shots against us.
But listen, we had 25 shots against Everton, and Jordan Pickford made some amazing saves.
No, that's you score, but I'm talking about against us.
No, but if I relate it to this game on Monday, like the only good thing that maybe I could say to you is that we had some shots, and Joshua's actually had a header, but Pickford was just
world class save. He
made some great saves.
So Ajay, how are we gonna stop another embarrassing defeat for Manchester United? Because at the moment, I'm looking at United losing to Crystal Palace, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I probably agree with you. I think it's going to be 1 or 2-0 to Palace. But what can we do? We've got to defend our asses.
Play with pride.
We got to but we've got to defend our asses off, and we've got to take advantage of set pieces when we can. And hopefully Bruno just provides some magic, because I feel like if without Sesko, if Cunha's back and it's Cunha and Mbeumo and Ahmad at the top front three, we might be able to make some magic. Let's see. But the team, the players have got to win every tackle. They've got to put their heart out, and they've got to be really aggressive against Palace, because we know what they're very dominantary, very good in midfield, and they've got a great defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I want to see heart from the players. All we've been hearing year after year, loss after loss is, we weren't good enough, or there's always an excuse. Well, there's enough of this talking now. We need to see you walking that talk. So let's see United. As you said, you've got an advantage. Crystal Palace are playing late on a Thursday. You've had a whole, nearly a whole week off to recover. So let's see some pride in that shirt. Let's see you following the manager's instructions. Let's see you defending that goal like your life depends on it, and having some urgency when you're attacking, and being pinpoint with your crossing and your passing, because that was just so wayward on Monday.
Yeah. Is Maguire back for the game? Maguire, Cunha, are they back?
Hopefully.
Cunha had a concussion, so you think he should be back. I mean,
he should be back.
He's got his press conference on Friday, so I suppose we'll have more clarity on the injury front. But if you assume that it's the same team as Monday,
you got no chance.
It wasn't that far off from their normal. But it wasn't that far off from their normal full team, though, was it? So in that sense, they've got no. If they play like they did on Monday, they're going to get absolutely battered. I'm sorry, and these are how bad times are, that we're saying that against the likes of Crystal Palace. No disrespect to Crystal Palace, but in historic years, you would just thought that's a regulatory win. But that's how far we've fallen.
We've struggled against Palace in the past.
Yeah, we struggled against everyone, Rohit, in the past. Oh, sorry, Ajay. Rohit, come on then. The one that you must be licking your lips at. I would say this is probably the game of the weekend.
Possibly.
So, an informed Chelsea, as we touched on, on the back of a 3-0 win at home to Barcelona. And Arsenal have got that very short trip across London, to Stamford Bridge. So, go on, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very difficult game, especially with Chelsea right in form. They won against Barcelona and they won against last game as well. I think Burnley as well away. So they played fantastically well last game. I watched their last 2 games. I'm very impressed by them. Maresca is doing wonderful job. And see, guys, they're all young players as well. They're not like old players, age play. They're a very, very young team. And the maturity they're showing... Yeah. Casado is playing very well, every player now seems settled to me. Not last season when Maresca came in, and he still won the bloody FIFA World Cup with that team at the end. And what I've saw was proper team at the moment who are coached very well. They actually, again, Barcelona probably played in the hands. Barcelona played really high line.
I was going to say that.
Right?
Yeah.
They played very high line. I hope our analysts can see that how to play against Chelsea. Don't give them very high line. Don't give them spaces behind, because Neto and Garnacho, they're gonna run past you, and then Pedro as well. Pedro is very good, a very good striker basically. So we don't need to give them too much space. I think it will be again tactically difficult game, but. I saw Noni saying yes last night, saying it will be good to go back to Chelsea and see, because the top, first game between first and second at the moment. So we Martinelli and Noni both scored. His first goal for the Arsenal. So, but I think it's going to be a difficult game. I hope we win to carry on our momentum. But looking at the week, we had Spurs, we had Bayern, and this is the third game, tough game on the trot. And then we have Brentford, which is again tough game. Then we have Aston Villa away, which is another tough game. So these 5 games going to define our season, basically, I believe. Like I said, Amit, remember after the review, so Spurs game given us a lot of confidence. This last night game against Bayern win has given us even better confidence. And now winning against Chelsea, more confidence. Yeah, Chelsea. I think Chelsea away at this time is going to be as tough as playing Bayern.
The only thing I'll say though, Rohit, is that you mentioned that Chelsea got a young team, and I'm not playing down what he's done so far, but they have had some really freak result losses as well, this year.
That happens with the young team, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So with the young team, that immaturity can sometimes come into play. So I suppose you don't know what you're going to... And I mean, again, to be fair, they didn't have early on in the season, there might be an overhang following the World Club
FIFA World Cup,
they've had a very short preseason as well. So if they've kind of been able to recalibrate from then that it will be an exciting game. But I think I would say for me, I think this should be an Arsenal win, just because Chelsea have been very up and down. I know they're on the back of 2 really good wins at the moment. Ajay, what do you think?
Is that Stamford Bridge, isn't it?
Yes.
Chelsea home.
Yes.
I don't know, man. This is going to be a hard one. But I'm actually going to go for a Chelsea win. I think the momentum's with them. And the way that they played against Liverpool, and even the way that they played against us with 10 men, Chelsea are not to be underestimated. I think they've got great talent.
I agree.
Nacho, Pedro Neto, Joao Pedro. Yeah. But the thing is, for me, I'm just looking forward between the battle between Declan Rice and Moises Caicedo.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Two of the best centre defensive midfielders, both £100 million plus. This is going to be a spectacle. If Declan Rice gets a free kick in a good area, by gosh, he'll score. But if Moises Caicedo is at the edge of the box on a half volley, he's going to score. It's going to be amazing to see, who tactically is going to win the midfield. I think whoever wins a midfield battle between Declan Rice and Caicedo,
they will win.
That person's going to win. And I think just because of the fact it's at home, Chelsea have got that kind of a little bit of a spring in the step, and they've got so many players on the bench. But equally with Arsenal as well, they've got so many match winners. But I don't know if Trossard. That's my only concern. If Trossard,
he got off injured, isn't it? I don't know how.
And he's a big. He's going
to be a big miss if he's missing.
And if you've not got Gyökeres and you've not got Havertz back, you've not got Jesus back, I think your strike department is just going to be a little bit lacking compared to Chelsea's firepower, because they've got Liam Delap, Joao Pedro.
But that's what people said against Bayern as well.
Yeah. And think about it.
And Spurs
7 goals in the past.
Yeah.
So
2 games.
7 goals in the past
2 games.
Yeah. Eze's on fire. Eze's on fire as well. Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah. I'm going for 2-0 win for Arsenal, because I think we will cover off their threat by a defensive shape. I think he's going to use the same tactics he used against Bayern. Little bit of handbrake, but then let it go. Because against Bayern as well, our first half we weren't that good. In the second half we were brilliant. I think first half they were very good. And then Kane said as well, I think this was our most difficult game of the season so far. Oh, sorry, Kane. Rice said this in the post-match interview. He said against Bayern was the most difficult. The way they play, they don't give you space. How they pass the ball. I think same way, Chelsea is going to be a threat. Chelsea is going to be a difficult game for us. But I'm hoping Rice is he is the key for our team, I think. But he's not been getting too many rests, right? He's been playing every game. And Caicedo has been getting rest because they have a bigger team as well, right? They have a great team, Chelsea. Obviously, they spend £1 billion. They should have 2 teams as well.
So have you spent £1 billion too? You've not been spending any money.
We spent it like in years. They spent it like in 1 year, like you know. But I think it's gonna be difficult. But
don't get him started, Ajay.
I have confidence.
He's finally calmed down.
Yeah, I'm finally calmed down. But I'm hoping, and I'm going for it. I've got confidence in the team. 2-0 win.
Let's see who's got the luck on their side.
So genuinely, I think all three kind of feel that the key battle for that game is going to be the Rice in the middle of the park. Rice versus Caicedo. As I said, Ajay, you rightly said, I agree with you that they're probably the most informed kind of number 6 stroke defensive midfield kind of players, maybe in the world at the moment. Definitely in the Premier League. So let's see how that pans out. So Rohit, you're going for 2-0. I'm going for Arsenal win. Ajay, have you decided yet?
Chelsea, yeah, I'm going to go for a Chelsea win.
Oh, sorry, you did say
that'll be a bit different.
Well, let's see it. Go on then, brilliant. Well, really looking forward to reviewing Matchday 13. So thanks for joining us, guys. It's been a spicy one today. So Rohit, we'll kiss you later, okay, over a cup of tea.
Are we just going to ignore West Ham and Liverpool? Are we just going to say that West Ham are going to win that 3-0 easily?
Yeah, West Ham going to win it. They're in the form. They're in form team. They're going to win it. They're going to be 10th.
We spend too much time on Liverpool anyway now, so forget about them. Liverpool, who are Liverpool? 10th loss in 13.
Wow.
No.
So until the next time, guys, look after yourself, stay safe. Please do like, subscribe, and drop your comments in, especially when it came to, do you need to be lucky to win the league? Until the next time, stay safe.